Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome in. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Let's go, baby. You guys know what to do. Whether we're live or you're rewatching it, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, we're back on dirt here this evening. The UMP Modifieds in action here in this one. We are in for a treat. Let's get it, baby. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome in. We get ready to set these drivers loose. And you know I ain't selling it. Won't stop. I'm here to get what I want. Baby. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready for another wild race. These are UMP Modifieds, but they're set up to run like IMCA, the IMCA Modifieds. That's what they're set up to run like. I don't know how close they are, but I know the boys have been working hard at it, making sure these cars are a lot more like the IMCA Modifieds than they are these UMP Modifieds. So these things are pretty wild. These things are a lot of fun, and these guys are going to put on an absolute wicked show here for us in this one. A lot of drivers, a lot of cars, and a lot of talent ready to rock and roll, ready to go to battle here in this one. Going to be a ton of fun here in this one. This is going to be a good time, and we are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to set these drivers loose in just a few more moments. We're live over on Facebook. We're live over on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube as well. We are everywhere, baby, and we are ready to rock and roll. We're ready to put on a show here for each and every one of y'all. Anthony Carr said, missed the call. You missed the call? What do you mean? Get in here. You still got a little bit of time. You better get in here quick if you're going to jump in and try to race, Anthony. You got to get in here quick. Yo, Aiden Schultz, what's good, my boy? Aiden says, howdy, already racing the 3DS. Let's go, baby. Let's go. The sponsor has arrived. Duggan, my boy, Mr. Herbert coming in, showing the love. What's good, Duggan? Duggan coming in, showing the love here in this one. Tyler Autry coming in, showing the love as well. What's good? Tyler says, let's go, baby. Let's go, Chad. Let's go. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Jonathan Osborne says, let's see what we can do. Let's see it, baby. Let's see what you can do, Jonathan. Let's see what you can do, my boy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're in for a treat here in this one. We're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here in just a little bit, but they get 2 laps for qualifying here in this one. 2 laps to rock and roll. John Quill says, let's go. Flipper, Mr. Carson Cherry Flipper out there, as Carson going to try his luck in this one as well. A lot of drivers, a lot of talent, and a lot of fun to be had here in this one. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're new here. Tag your friends, tag your family, get them in here, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll. And he says, I won't make it tonight trying to get kids ready for bed, but I will be in the stands, my boy Anthony. We always appreciate you in the stands, but we want to see you out there on the racetrack one of these nights. One of these nights we want to see you out there on the racetrack, brother. Yo, Clifford Bellamy, Jonathan Osborne, Brayton Kajewski coming in with the reactions on the stream. Brayton coming in with that share as well. Anthony Carr with that share. Tyler Autry coming in with that like in the share. Matthew Glenn, Mr. Glenn coming in, showing the love with the thumbs up in this one. How are you, Matthew? How are you, Mr. Glenn? Mama Bear, Susie Dickinson with that heart reaction. What is good, Mama Bear? How are you? Carson Cherry Flipper coming in with that like in the share as well. Anthony Carr with that like in the share coming in, showing the love here in this one. We got 22 people watching on Facebook right now. Let's see those reactions. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that heart reaction. Hit that share button right now. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Mr. Glenn says 2 spin enforcement tonight. 2 spins and you're out, you know. I'm used to 3 strikes and you're out. Two strikes and you're gone. 2 strikes and you're already gone. That's it. The admins have had enough already. Race hasn't even started. They're just laying down the law already in this one. Mama Bear says, let's go. Flipper as well as Mr. Jerry out there on the racetrack as we see the 33 ride looking very good in the ESD machine as everyone ready to rock and roll, everyone ready to put in some work here in this one. You see Bradley Patrick out there, Scotty Gibson out there as well as Gibson in that 42 ride looking very good as we're looking at 25 drivers, 26 drivers here this evening for this race, ladies and gentlemen. So a big field, a lot of drivers, a lot of talent. See that 33 ride of AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger out there, ready to rock and roll as well. Brianna Josh Wolford coming in with that like and the share as well. Brianna coming in showing the love here in this one. Brandon Moore coming in with the like on the stream. Jesse Edmondson coming in with that like on the stream as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here in just a few more moments as qualifying slowly but surely coming to a close. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here for our first heat race of the evening. My boy Nick Lindsay. Nick coming in showing the love. What's good, Nick? Slick Nick coming in, dropping that thumbs up on the stream. Tyler says it's a rough track tonight. She's a rough track tonight. Well, you know what? Sometimes that's what you need. You need a little bit of a rough track. You need these drivers to be on top of their A game here, lap after lap after lap. To the new people, the 2-spin rule means that if you're involved in 2 yellows, you will be parked for the remainder of the show. Depending on your reaction to being parked, you can be suspended from future events. That is 100% accurate. You gotta take the good with the bad, and unfortunately got to keep your car out of trouble as my boy Bradley Patrick coming in with that heart reaction. Casey Sabrina Childers coming in with that like on the stream. Andrew Christensen coming in, dropping that thumbs up. Debbie Patrick with that like on the stream. Lisa Rube coming in with that heart reaction as well, coming in showing the love in this one with the two fat guys. Sim Racing Promotions coming in, dropping that share. Flipper says, second heat, boys. Let's go, let's go. As we're going to get ready here, heat race number 1 onto the racetrack. We're going to get ready to set them loose here for this one. Starting on the pole in the 28 ride, that is Brayton Kajewski into his outside. In the 33 machine, that is the gunslinger, AJ Hunsinger. Starting in position number 3 in the number 18, that is Mark Mano into his outside. In the 02, that is Benjamin Essler. Starting in position number 5, that is Aiden Schulten to his outside. In the 42, that is Scotty Gibson. Bringing home position number 7 here in the 1 ride is Jared Murphy. To his outside is Mitchell Maynard. And bringing up the rear of the field in the 00 is John Osborne. As we are green flag racing, heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 underway here in this one as Brayton Kajewski quickly out in front as the ESD machine hooked up here and quickly pulling away from the rest of the field. The gunslinger, AJ Hunsinger, there in position number 2 here is our top 3 drivers will transfer through into the A main feature event. Everybody else will be going to the consolation race. So everyone else going to the consolation race here on the outside of the top 3, and right now Benjamin Essler is one of those drivers on the outside looking in here. Knows he needs to jump up on top of the wheel here, needs to pick up one more position to punch his ticket into this A main feature event as the 02 ride cruising right there behind the Triple M machine, the Mark Mano Motorsports ride there in front of him. Scotty Gibson there in position number 5 with Jared Murphy battling here as that SpongeBob paint scheme number 1 rolling back there in position number 6. Mitchell Maynard back there in 7th in the 2 fat guys Sim Racing Promotions number 69 ride. Aiden Schultz back 3 spots here early on in that 3 ride as he slid back here a little bit into position number 8. And unfortunately, John Osborne in that 00 ride trying to get a groove in with that WB Creative Designs McBride 00 ride as he's trying to hang on to that thing, trying to get that thing figured out and point in the right direction here. Oh, we see that 00 ride up towards the front of the field, struggling a little bit here in this one, but out in front is Brayton Kajewski as that 28 ride out in front now by almost 1.5 seconds over AJ Hunsinger, and already the white flag has been displayed. So one more time around here for this 28 ride as he heads down the backstretch for the final time here in heat race number 1. Nice and easy down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's the 28 ride of Brayton Kajewski picking up heat race win number 1 on the evening. AJ Hunsinger and Mark Mano, the top 3 here, gonna punch their ticket into the A main feature event. Everybody else is gonna be going to the consolation race. We'll get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the racing action, make sure you hit that thumbs up on the stream, hit that heart reaction, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching over on Twitch, also hit that follow button over there, as we are everywhere here this evening. We're live on Facebook, we're live on Twitch, and we're live on YouTube Gaming, as we are ready to rock and roll. We're ready to go to battle here for Heat Race number 2. Heat Race number 2 about to get underway. He actually paid you to call me Flipper. He did, Carson. I'm not going to lie. He did. So I got to do it. I'm a man of my word, okay? I'm a man of my word. As starting on the pole here in Heat Race number 2 is the 25 ride. That is Braden Avila. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Braden Avila there in the top spot. To his outside in the 141, that is Trenton Parks. Starting in position number 3 in the number 226, that is Flipper there in that 3rd spot. Carson Cherry there in position number 3. Evan Dawson to his outside with Brandon Bowman there in position number 5. Bradley Patrick, Connor New, Gary Belling, and Nate Friesen rounding out the field, as we are quickly green flag racing here in this one, as Braden Avila out in front. 25 ride leading us down the backstretch into corner number 3. Nice and easy down at a corner number 4, as he's going to lead lap number 1. He's got Flipper right there behind him in that 2 Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions number 226 ride, as Flipper trying to work himself up into 2nd here, trying to put himself into the show. He's got the 141 to the outside. Bradley Patrick there to his inside, as Bradley trying to work himself up through the middle here in that 10 ride, as the 141 is outside. But here comes Evan Dawson down the bottom side in that 67 ride. Dawson trying to jump up into that 3rd and final transfer spot, as this is exactly what Braden Avila wants to see. He wants to see these guys continuing to battle for that 2nd and 3rd spot on the racetrack. 10 ride up. Bradley Patrick unfortunately washes up the racetrack ever so slightly. He's got Gary Belling right there behind him. Connor New, how do you do back there in position number 7 on the racetrack here? It's Connor New trying to reel these guys in, trying to work himself up towards the front of the field. Brandon Bowman there in the 8th position in that 72 ride, and Nate Friesen in the 29, bringing up the rear of the field here in Heat Race number 2, as things are going to come to a close in a quick hurry, as Braden Avila out in front here. Flipper there in position number 2, and Evan Dawson there in that 3rd and final transfer spot, but he's got that 141 ride of Trenton Parks down to his inside, as Parks looking to try to jump up here and pack into that 3rd and final transfer spot, but a good run from Evan Dawson as he's able to clear him and keep that 67 ride right there in position number 3. The white flag has been displayed, so one more time around here for Braden Avila, as Avila down through corner number 1 and 2, down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Braden Avila is going to pick up Heat Race win number 2 on the evening. Flipper there in 2nd, and Evan Dawson in position number 3. They're going to punch their tickets into the A main feature event. What a run, what a drive right there. We'll get ready here for Heat Race number 3. Is our 3rd Heat Race about to get underway, as Jonathan Osborne says, already don't have a good feeling about how I'm gonna run. The track is so rough, and you have to be super consistent on your line, or it doesn't work for you. Ooh, baby, that's going to make things very, very tough. Very treacherous out there for all these drivers having to try to figure out these cars, and not only figure out the cars, but figure out the track as well. Yo, Colton Lehman, what's good, Colton? Colton coming in, showing the love. How are you, brother? Coming in, showing the love here in this one. Anthony says track is rough. Hey, you know what? The track is still very tacky, so once it gets a little bit more slicker, we'll definitely see how much these drivers hate this setup or like this setup, as it's going to make things that much more difficult for these drivers. Aiden Schultz says track is rough. Don't think I'm gonna make the feature event. Oh no, Aiden, my boy, you gotta have you know, you gotta have positive thoughts, right? You gotta have positive thoughts. Think positive, positive things will happen, right? Papa Mike, Michael Dickinson coming in, dropping that like and the share. How are you, Papa Mike? Because we're going to get ready here. Heat race number 3 about to get underway. Starting on the pole in the 65 ride, that is James Murphy. To his outside, that is Zach Fee. Tyler Autry there in position number 4 with Christian White down to his inside. The 24 ride of Bryson Fields there in 6 with Brandon Moore to his outside. Connor Aaron and Trevor Doyle rounding out the field here. In this one is already the 17 ride. Going to go for a quick little do-si-do down in corner number 1, and he's going to keep it rolling here as the 28 ride of Moore recollects himself and gets that car point back in the right direction. A great save right there for that 17 ride, but out in front, it's James Murphy. Murphy leading the way here at Cedar Lake with the 14 ride, and Zach Fee right there to his inside. Is Zach Fee in the 14 trying to jump up here and take this lead away for that top spot here in heat race number 3. These drivers having a lot of fun out here on the racetrack, trying to get a handle of these cars, trying to get a handle of this racetrack, making things very, very difficult, making things very interesting here, seeing who can handle these cars and put everything together. Saw a few drivers already look very, very strong, very, very fast. So you see the 54 ride of Tyler Autry there in position number 3. Is that Schaefer's Oil number 54 ride there in position number 3, but he's got Christian White right on his back bumper. It's the 07 ride looking to try to jump up here into that third and final transfer position. Battle at the front of the field, continue to rage on here with a good run that time through 1 and 2 for the 65 ride of James Murphy. Gonna put a little bit of a distance here between himself and Zach Fee. As Fee holding on and sitting pretty there in position number 2, knows he just needs to hang on to that second spot to punch his ticket into the A main feature event. Tyler Autry there in position number 3, still trying to hold off the 07 ride of Christian White. As White there in position number 4 and looking for more here is Bryson Fields there in 5th, Trevor Doyle in 6th, and Connor Aaron in position number 7. Brandon Moore making a good recovery here as the 17 ride still there at 8, trying to pick up a couple more spots before the end of this one, but we're already seeing that white flag fly. So one more time down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, it's the 65 ride of James Murphy picking up heat race win number 3 on the evening. Zach Fee and Tyler Autry gonna punch their tickets into the A main feature event. That means everybody else is gonna be headed to the consolation race, and we're gonna get ready for it right now. I do believe one consi, we're gonna skip the C main. Looks like 11 drivers are going to punch their ticket into the A main feature event here through this consolation race. So our B main about to get underway, and 20 laps the distance. So a good long B main here going to help out some of the drivers that got to start a little bit deeper and got to try to work themselves through the traffic and through this field to trying to get to the front of the pack. Bubba Brown coming in, dropping that like on the stream. My boy Steve Cherry Jr. coming in with the shares and the like as well. Jake Stefanski, Jake coming in, dropping that like on the stream as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that heart reaction, the thumbs up, hit that share button, and hit that follow button. Jump up into the chat with exclamation mark notify and exclamation mark followage. So that way you guys can see exactly how long you've been part of the Peacemaker family, and that way you guys turn on those live notification bells and you never miss it when we go green flag racing here on Peacemaker Gaming. We'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Here our B main about to get underway. Starting on the pole in the 02 ride, that is Benjamin Essler. Starting on the pole to his outside in the 10 ride, that is that's Bradley Patrick in the 10 ride. Starting in position number 3 in the 07 is Christian White, and to his outside in the 42 ride, that is Scotty Gibson. And starting in position number 5 in the 141, that's Trenton Parks. To his outside in the 24 ride, it's the Summit Racing ride of Bryson Fields. Starting in position number 7 in the 1 ride is Jared Murphy, and to his outside in the 52, that is Gary Belling. Then we see the 69 ride of Mitchell Maynard, Trevor Doyle, Connor Aaron, Connor New, Brandon Bowman, Aiden Schultz, John Osborne, Brandon Moore, and Nate Friesen bringing up the rear of the field in the 29 ride. 17 drivers getting ready to go to battle here for our B main consolation race. 11 drivers will punch their ticket into the show. Unfortunately, 6 drivers will load up their rides enjoying the fans in the stands here in this one as we are green flag racing our B main underway here in this one. Quickly, Bradley Patrick down the bottom side looking to take this lead away from the 0-2, but a good run there at a quarter number 4. A little bit of contact deeper in the field. Brandon Moore collected. Connor Aaron collected in that as well. So 45 riding the design 75 machine going around, but no caution flag here. Everyone able to keep it pointed in the right direction and keep on battling. Is out in front. Bradley Patrick trying to jump up and take this lead away from Benjamin Essler. Essler with the slide job there in 1 and 2. Going to try to stay there in the top spot. Christian White likes to see what he sees right here in front of him, and he's real on the man right there in the 0-7 ride in position number 3, trying to jump up to the lead of this race as he sees them paddling, continuing to go door to door there for the top spot. Scotty Gibson there in position number 4, and looking for more is Trenton Parks there in 5th. Bryson Fields in position number 6. Jared Murphy there in 7th in that SpongeBob number 1 ride as he gets right to the back bumper of the 24. A little bit of contact, a little bit deeper there as the 00 ride of John Osborne's going to make it through by the 26. Trevor Doyle in the Summit Racing AMSOIL No Fear 26 ride, unfortunately going to go around here, and our first caution flag of the evening is going to fly. We'll take a look back and see what happens here. It's just hard-fought battles back here deeper in the field for one of these transfer spots. They go a little 3 wide here, and unfortunately just looks like the rear end going to step out and around for the 26 ride. He's going to get tied up with the car down to his inside there, and fortunately, a little bit of contact. He's going to go for a little loop-de-loop, and he's going to get parked at the rear of the field and ready to try to battle back towards the front of the pack here as he gets hard into the 17 ride right there. That's not 17 ride. Who is that? That's the 10 ride of Connor New that he got into. Doesn't look like too much damage to either ride, so they're both going to be able to continue on. Unfortunately for Trevor, that's going to put him at the back of the pack, and he's going to have to try to make up all of that field, all that track position. My daughter cheering on Jared. Your daughter's cheering on Jared. I like that. I like that. I like that your daughter's watching. Mama Bear coming in with the exclamation mark followage with the 585 days of being a follower. Flipper coming in says, track's so rough, it's ripping the wheel out of my hands. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's never good. That's never a good sign. Come on, Mitch, you got it, son, says Flipper up in the chat, cheering on that 69 ride, his teammate in the 2 Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions ride. As everyone trying to keep on going here, but we see some contact. One driver upside down. It's the 72 of Brandon Bowman as he's going to go upside down here and take it right down pit side. A tough break for the 72 ride as we'll take a look back and see what happens here on the restart as cautions breeding cautions here in this one, and unfortunately Brandon Bowman just gonna the worst end of this deal right here, and starting on the bottom side inside Mitch Maynard just looks like gets into the he gets into the tractor tires down the bottom side of the racetrack there. It's just gonna shoot him up the racetrack. He's gonna get super tight here. Let's see if we can get another angle at this one. See him getting into these white tires that are buried in, halfway buried in on the bottom side of the racetrack. So what's going to happen is he hits these, and when he hits those, it just straightens the car out, doesn't want to turn. He washes up the racetrack trying to stay off of the 69 ride, and unfortunately Connor New gets into the back end of him. Here comes the 3 ride of Aiden Schulte. Just barely avoid him, but he's going to back that thing up into the outside fence. It's going to roll up the wall, and nowhere to go there for the 29 ride. He gets a big piece of them. Same with that 45 machine, and bunch of damage and a tough break there for the 72 of Brandon Bowman as he's down pit side. We'll stack him up, rack him up, get ready to go back to green flag racing as Benjamin Essler continuing to lead the way. Essler out in front. This motherfucker, he says, listen, Carson, 500 stars and I'll quit calling you Flipper, okay? It's Benjamin Essler out in front here quickly. Sees that green flag back out into the air. Bradley Patrick there to his inside as Patrick looking very strong in that 10 ride. Trying to jump up here all B main long. Trying to take that lead away from the 0-2 ride. Christian White hanging on here to position number 3 is Scotty Gibson working to his inside. Here comes that 141 ride of Trenton Parks there in position number 5. He gets pinched up into the outside wall ever so slightly. No damage, going to keep on trucking as Bryson Fields there in 6. Jared Murphy in position number 7. Gary Belling in the 52 ride there in 8th. And then Connor New working himself into a transfer spot there in position number 9. And there you see Maynard and Aiden Schultz rounding out our top 11 here in this one as the caution flag going to come back out. We saw a couple drivers unfortunately get tied together deeper in the field. Looks like Brandon Moore. Tough night to be a Brandon out there on the racetrack, unfortunately. As we'll take a look here and see what happens to the 17 rider, Brandon Moore. Fortunately at the rear of the field here already. Like he's gonna send it in there. Everything kind of gets log jammed. He gets into the back end of the 29 ride and just unfortunately kind of spins that car around. Everyone right there behind him trying to get onto the binders, and with his car basically stopped there sideways on the racetrack, they're gonna call that caution flag and keep everyone from getting into that 17 ride and making more carnage out there on the racetrack. So we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Cody Dwayne Heathcock, my boy Cody, coming in, dropping that like on the stream. Brett Kaczewski coming in, smashing that thumbs up. Bryce Petty coming in with that like. Raven Reynolds with the like as well. Braden Avila coming in with that like on the stream. Hopefully, Braden, I'm saying Avila right. Hopefully I'm saying your last name correctly. As we're going to get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. Out in front, it's Benjamin Essler looking to try to put this B main to bed here, trying to pick up the checkered flag in this one. Trying to keep all these drivers at bay as he hits this restart perfectly. He gets a good jump here over that 10 ride of Bradley Patrick. As Patrick going to send it back in down the bottom side, looking to try to slide up and take that top spot away. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done down there in 1 and 2. He'll try it here in 3 and 4, but that 0-2 ride hooked up on the high side to make a little bit of contact. They're both in a transfer spot here into the A main feature event. Avila, okay. I want to make sure I got that right. Zach Fee coming in with that like on the stream as well. What's good, Zach? Is the caution flag going to come back out here in this one? Cautions breeding cautions here in this B main consolation race, and it looks like the 0-0 here, unfortunately, just right through the middle. Things are going to get tightened up here in a quick hurry. Mitch Maynard collected in that one. The 69 ride is going to go around. They're going to both wash up into the outside fence. And upside down for a wild ride goes that 0-0 of John Osborne. Osborne looking to have himself a good night. Unfortunately, that is not how you want to get it done. And unfortunately, he gets quite a bit of damage here and takes that car straight down pit side. So a tough break there for the 0-0 as that may put an end to his evening here in that WB Creative Designs 0-0 ride as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. Laugh out loud. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. Okay, perfect. I'm glad I'm not the only one, brother. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I normally murder last names like it's nothing, okay? I'll mess up a last name 99% of the time. I will get the last names wrong. I'm not very good with them. I'm pretty bad with trying to get those last names correctly. So we'll get these field stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Chris Cox Gaming says, what makes it an IMCA setup? That's above my pay grade, Chris. That's above my pay grade, my boy. I'm assuming stagger and some of the chassis stuff. I have no idea. I have no idea what they've done to these things. That's above my pay grade. I'm just the announcer. I'm not the setup guy or admin or anything else. I just make the calls up here in the booth. That's all I do, brother. As Benjamin Essler out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done here in this one. That 0-2 ride looking very, very strong here in this B main consolation race. The 10 ride of Bradley Patrick right there in second. As the 0-7 of Christian White on his back bumper as the 42 ride trying to hold off the 24 of Bryson Fields as Scotty Gibson trying to hold that 42 ride there in position number 4 and looking for more. Trenton Parks there in position number 6 with Jared Murphy there in position number 7 as Murphy there in that 7th position. Gary Belling there in 8th. Connor New in position number 9. Aiden Schultz there in position number 10. And Brandon Moore up into position number 11. Currently in that 11th and final transfer spot into this A main feature event. 20 cars will start this A main. Unfortunately, 6 drivers will be loading up their rides and joining the fans in the stands here after this consolation race. This is the battle for that final transfer into the A main. Nate Friesen trying to jump up on top of the wheel in the 29 ride to jump up into this final transfer spot with a 17 ride of Brandon Moore trying to hold down the 4 here, trying to keep that 17 ride in that 11th and final spot. But they go door to door down the backstretch into corner number 3. The slide job there out of the 29 ride of Nate Friesen. A beautiful crossover there out of Brandon Moore is Moore right there continuing to try to hold off that hard charging 29 ride of Nate Friesen. Nate Friesen right there in 12. Knows he needs to jump up there and gain one more spot, but time is running out here as these laps clicking off in a quick hurry. Benjamin Essler down the backstretch into corner number 3. Nice and easy out of corner number 4. He's going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for Benjamin Essler. Essler leading the way here, has a 1+ second lead here down the backstretch for the final time in this consolation race. Down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, it's Benjamin Essler picking up the checkered flag in this B main consolation race. And the battle's on here for that final transfer spot, and it looks like Nate Friesen is gonna pick up that final transfer into the A main feature event. As we'll take a quick look here at the final standings, as man, some great racing action, a lot of beating and banging, a lot of battling right there, but it comes down to the very, very last couple laps, and unfortunately a few drivers not making it into the transfer, and we'll be loading up their rides and headed home early as you get a good look there at our transfer positions here. Top 11 will transfer through. Everybody else will unfortunately joining the fans in the stands here is Benjamin Essler picking up the checkered flag. Bradley Patrick there in second. Christian White, Scotty Gibson, Brayson Fields, Jared Murphy, Trenton Parks, Gary Belling, Connor New, Aiden Schultz, and Nate Friesen all going to punch their ticket into the A main feature event. That means Trevor Doyle, Mitchell Maynard, Brandon Moore, Brandon Bowman, Connor Aaron, and John Osborne will all unfortunately be loading up their rides and joining the fans in the stands here for the rest of this evening. So we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go green flag racing for our A main feature event here in just a few more moments. As Aiden says, made the feature. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Unfortunately for my boy Jonathan, he said, oh, I'm done. That was a tough break right there, Jonathan. You were almost into a transfer spot there. You're right there battling with him, and he was doing a very, very good job. Are you trying to distinguish IMCA for UMP? I think they're trying to kind of get, a little bit of the restriction on power, a little bit of the setup-wise, just to make it run a little bit more like a IMCA modified than what UMP modifieds are, right? So I'm not sure exactly how they're working it, but that's what I've been told is the play around that they have going on here with these cars and what their setups are doing and everything else. So I'll believe them. I haven't tried racing them, but I'll believe them, and I'll say that they are. But who knows? Who knows? If you guys are just tuning in and you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack here for a quick warm-up session. They're going to make sure their cars are ready to rock and roll. They're going to make sure their cars are tested and tuned and ready to put on a show here for us. As our A main feature event coming up next. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink into me, and we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here in a few more moments.
Yeah, let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal.
Yo, Big Meat 36 coming in, dropping that follow over on Twitch. Big Meat, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker Crew.
Here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock. Think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now I'm gonna pop, causing all this commotion. Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I could drop it, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, let's go. I don't care what they all say. That's right, I'ma do this thing my way. Let's go. Been grinding hard on it all day. Okay. We work hard, then we all play. Yeah, I'm addicted to the grind, man. That's right. So I refuse to waste time, man. Yeah, one day it all will be fine, man. Let's go. Gotta commit to the climb. You know we're back with the Guinness, setting records every minute, every track. In addition to the fact that we're winning, still we lack something's missing. Need a track that is hitting, making racks, making millions. Oh, yeah. Rap, that's the mission. Yeah. I don't waste time, no, I make time. All these people wanna hate, fine, I'ma make mine. While you sitting there complaining, I'll be training. While you sitting there just waiting, I'm creating. Yeah, sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I could drop it, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're gonna get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Our A main feature event about to get underway here for the League of Outlaws in the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotion Series, as these UMP modifieds, built like IMCA modifieds, are about to get ready to rock and roll. My boy Jonathan says, man, that sucks. I had the transfer spot, and then in a matter of seconds, it's all over. But thanks for having me, y'all. We'll see me at the truck race. I appreciate you coming out, showing the love, and joining the fans of the stands here in this one. Jonathan, cheering these guys on and having a good run there. Unfortunately, coming to an end. That's racing right there, brother. That's racing right there, unfortunately. As we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Our A main feature event about to get underway. 30 laps of racing action here around the beautiful Cedar Lake Speedway. We're going to be led down to the green flag by the ESD number 28 ride. That is Brayton Kajewski. To his outside in the 25 ride, that is Braden Avila. And then down in position number 3 in the 65, that is James Murphy. The gunslinger AJ Hunsinger there in 4th, with Zach V right there on his back bumper. Flipper down there in position number 5. Evan Dawson, Mark Mano, Benjamin Essler, Tyler Aturi, Christian White, Bradley Patrick, Bryson Fields, Scotty Gibson, Trenton Parks, Jared Murphy. It's not Gunnar New, it's actually his brother in the car there, as Gary Belling there in the 52, Aiden Scholl and Nate Friesen bringing up the rear of the field here, as out in front it's the 28 ride of Brayton Kajewski leading the way early on in this one. Leading lap number 1, the 28 ride looks absolutely hooked up, looks on fire here this evening in that 28 machine. James Murphy right there in position number 2 in that for sale number 65 run. He's got Flipper Carson Cherry right there behind him in that number 226 ride, with the 25 ride of Braden Avila there in position number 3, trying to hold off that 226 ride. Mark Mano in the MMM machine, the Mark Mano Motorsports ride. There in position number 5 is Zach B. In position number 6 as the gunslinger AJ Hunsinger right there in position number 7. Tyler Autry there in position number 8 is the Schaefer's Oil number 54 ride there in position number 8 on the racetrack. There's a couple fast cars right there behind him. The 67 rider Evan Dawson there in 9th, and Benjamin Essler, our B main winner, there in position number 10. It's Essler still in the same spot he started, but trying to work himself up through the field here and towards the front of the pack. Bradley Patrick right there in 11th with Christian White there in position number 12. Trenton Parks there in 13th with Bryson Fields in position number 14. And then right there in the 10 ride, it's not actually Connor New, that's his brother Hunter New. So Hunter New out there on the racetrack in the 10 ride. He's just unfortunately using Connor's account right now. So Hunter New in that number 10 ride on the racetrack. Looking pretty good out there in the 15th position. The 42 rider, Scotty Gibson, there in position number 16 with Jared Murphy there in 17th. Gary Belling, Aiden Schulten, Nate Friesen rounding out our top 20. But out in front, right where he picked off in heat race number 1, this 28R is absolutely hooked up. The Longhorn chassis machine of Brayton Kachewski looking very, very good here. Very strong all evening long here. Had a big lead and won his first heat race by a long shot here, and he's trying to reenact the exact same thing in this A-main feature event as he's opened up now a 1.2 second lead between himself and James Murphy. Murphy back there in second as Mark Mano now jumping up into third here as the 18 ride going to work himself past Zach B and Flipper. Carson Cherry there in position number 4. As Flipper there in that 4th position and looking for more on the racetrack. He's trying to work that high side in, as really the high side hasn't came in as I expected throughout this race. Has kind of been sticking with that bottom to middle side groove here and really hasn't pushed up to the outside wall. Even with 20 cars on the racetrack, these laps are getting clicked down in a quick hurry. I'm not sure if we'll see this racetrack get completely slicked off or not. I expected it to be fairly slick in a quick hurry here at the track, but so far it's been pretty steady here all evening long with just having a couple good racing lanes and making things very interesting out there on the racetrack. So we're going to see our first caution flag fly here. Looks like Christian White having some issues. Possibly our B-main winner, the 02 ride of Benjamin Essler, collected in this as well. 07 ride right there on the high side. Looks like 02 going to send it into the corner. He gets up into the outside fence. He's going to collect the 10 ride of Bradley Patrick with a little bit of damage, with the 07 ride with some quite a bit of damage right there, unfortunately, here for Christian White, as Benjamin Essler sends it in there a little bit too deep up on the high side. He's going to make hard contact with that outside wall as we'll jump right on board here with the number 07 of Christian White and see what he sees. As sends it into the corner and just didn't really see much of it, and unfortunately gets hit there in the right rear, hooked up into the outside wall. A couple more drivers getting in there as well, and a tough break here for a couple very, very fast cars. Very good drivers out there on the racetrack getting tore up here early on in this one, as nowhere to go for the 07 ride and nowhere to go for Bradley Patrick as well in that 10 machine. Just unfortunately getting quite a bit of damage there and just nothing they could do. The 141 ride getting a big piece of that as well. That was Trenton Parks getting in there in that white and black ride, getting some damage as well, as we'll stack them up, rack them up, and get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Last name is pronounced Keyski. Kijewski? I don't get that. K-I-S-S-K-I. Like Kijewski? The A is more like an I kind of deal. Okay, I kind of get you. As Brayton Kajewski out in front. Kijewski there in the lead here in that 28 ride. James Murphy looking for something up on the extreme high side. Here's the 65 ride, looking to try to jump up and take this lead away as he's hanging right here with that 28 ride. Mark Mano still working the bottom side of the racetrack in the 18, as a little bit of a blink there out of that 226 ride, and Flipper up the racetrack there. 3 wide back there for position number 4. A big run, though, powered down on the high side for the 226's Flipper. Going to hold on to position number 4 and look for more. It's kites and ski all together. That helps. That definitely doesn't help. Unfortunately, Brett, that definitely doesn't help. Kite ski. Kite ski. I don't know. You would have to tell me. You would have to tell me. Someone would have to tell me how to actually say it. Break it down, like, vowel by vowel here for me, okay? Break it down vowel by vowel as we'll take a look back and see what brings out our, what's this, our third caution flag here now of this A main feature event. We'll take a look back, and unfortunately it looks like Bradley Patrick going to get tied up in this one in that 10 ride. AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, just up there in front of him, going around him there. Tyler Autry trying to hang on to it. Unfortunately, a little bit of contact between AJ Hunsinger and the 54 ride. Shoves the 54 down the racetrack just ever so slightly here. As that contact's being made. Nowhere to go here for the 10 ride as he's going to get collected into it. Here's the contact right there on the high side of the racetrack. 33 ride just getting that right front tire, left front tire into his right rear quarter panel. Then everyone just gets stacked up there on the bottom side. Around goes the 141 ride. Around goes the 10 ride. And then here comes the 3 machine of Aiden Schultz into this picture as well. Aiden trying to avoid it. Unfortunately, they were already stacked up too wide. Everyone running underneath of each other here, trying to get around it. And Aiden running out of room there. The middle side of the racetrack gets into the side of the 10 ride. Some pretty heavy damage to both rides. We'll have to see if they continue as we go back to green flag racing. Is it green flag back out into the air here for Brayton Kajewski? Is Kajewski out in front, leading the way here in that 28 ride. Mark Mano trying to jump up into position number 2. Mano there in that second spot. A little contact. Around goes the 18. Mark Mano's going to go around, and the caution flag going to come back out here in this one as cautions. Breeding cautions here late in this race, and we'll take a look back, and he may have been saved by the bell with that caution flag, so it looks like the 3 ride might have been already around before the contact's made. Yeah, here you go, the 3 ride and the 1 ride up into the fence here. He's upside down, turtled in corner number 2. That caution flag may have came out before the contact that spun this 18 ride around. Let's wait and see how the admins call it, where iRacing parks these drivers. The 18 of Mark Mano down the bottom side of the racetrack. Sends it in there, and unfortunately the 14 ride of Zach Fee gets in there a little bit too deep. Hits that rear bumper and spins that 18 ride around. A tough break there for that one. Car major engine damage. Oh no, major engine damage. Car's done for. That's a tough break right there. That's a tough break. Absolutely, brother. Is tough end of the evening there for Aiden Schultz as he gets collected there in that one. We'll stack him up, rack him up. Looks like the 18 ride will be starting deeper in the field here on this restart. So tough break there for Mark Mano, having a great run up inside the top 3. Everyone getting stacked up here for this restart as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Our race leader making these drivers, I don't know how to break it down. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one, that's for certain. It's definitely a weird one because, like, for me, it just looks like Kajewski, and you know, that's the way it looks to read it. It's the caution flag going to come back out here instantly. I saw that one coming as the caution flag coming back out. Everyone running for every inch they can on the racetrack. And unfortunately, looks like Flipper is going to get collected here in this one. As Flipper right there in the middle, still blinking here a little bit. Washes up the racetrack here. To see if there's some more contact. You see the 67 ride down low. The 14 ride right there as well. The Flipper, Carson Cherry, looks like he might get up into the outside fence right there. He's going to do that. And nowhere to go for Tyler Autry. The 24 ride getting a good piece of that one as well, as he's almost going to go around by see AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger. Nowhere to go here. Drives right into the 226 ride. Here comes Christian White. The 42 ride in there as well. The 52, the 10 ride. Bradley Patrick, nowhere to go. He's going to drive into it as everyone washing up into the outside fence. You see some heavy damage there on that 33 ride of AJ Hunsinger as he loses the front left tire here. Unfortunately for him, that may be the last little bit of life for that 33 ride, and we still see some more contact a little bit farther back there, as well as everyone's still beating and banging and battling. Unfortunately, the 29 ride of Nate Friesen going to get into it there with the 10 ride of Bradley Patrick, and a lot of tore up race cars, as we'll get another look at it here and see what happens here again. And we'll jump right here with the 226 run. Where is Flipper? There he is. His Flipper just unfortunately gets up the racetrack into this outside fence, and some pretty heavy contact with it. Gonna spin that car around, and unfortunately nowhere to go here for a lot of these drivers. They just pile in there and not quick enough to get onto the binders there, and a ton of damage and a ton of tore up race cars. So we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and back to Green Flag Racing. My boy Dude Guy 2.0 coming in, showing the love. What's good, dude? Dude coming in, showing the love, dropping that like on the stream here once again. Doug and Herbert says great racing, guys. Some great racing. Unfortunately, quite a bit of contact. Few caution flags here. Everyone running for every single inch they can on the racetrack, trying to get every position, every spot, every run, every inch they can to advance position out here on the racetrack. And unfortunately, that 1 inch too far, that 1 mile an hour too much might be the difference between spinning the car out or getting spun out yourself, as we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing. Clayton Kajewski out in front. Here's Kajewski leads the way. The 28R out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done. James Murphy right there in second as Evan Dawson up into position number 3. Tyler Autry there in position number 4 and looking for more. Bryson Fields there in position number 5 as here comes the 10 ride. That is Hunter New in the, I believe that is 10 machine, but I do believe it is the 10 ride. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was an 18 on the side of the car. It's the 10 ride of Hunter New, looking very, very good here. It's Hunter New, how do you do? But oh, a little bit of announcer's curse there. You start talking about him, he makes the mistake, gets up into the outside fence, almost goes airborne there, almost goes around, but it's not going to matter anyways. The caution flag going to come back out here in this one. Looks like Zach B in the 14 ride having some issues here. Deeper in the field, looks like Braden Avila getting a piece of this, as well as we'll take a look and see what happens to Avila. Yeah, the 14 just sends it in there a little bit too deep, gets up into the outside fence there, climbs the wall and over the banking there. Almost sent it right down pit side. Unfortunately, there is a fence there. We also see the 25 ride of Braden Avila having some issues here as he works underneath the Triple M ride, the Mark Mammo machine, as Mano right there is, oh, it just looks like front end broken on the 25 ride. Car will not turn. You can see the tire just pointing in the wrong direction down through the corner here and just slides up the racetrack. I think he got into these implement tires just a little bit too hard here. You're going to see quite a bit of damage here on this ride, and tough break here for him as he sends it into the corner. Avila just having a good run, and you see that right front or left front just unfortunately just tore apart. Car will not turn, goes dead straight into the wall there in quarter number 1, and a heartbreaker there for that 25 ride as he was looking to have a good race here this evening. As we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in this one. As the 28 ride out in front here. That's Brayton Kajewski continuing to lead the way, continuing to look, making sure these drivers are good. Looks like I'm calling up one of my sponsors. Gonna need a new engine. Yeah, you're gonna need a new engine. As oh, the 28 ride pancakes the outside fence as well. He makes one mistake. Here comes James Murphy. Murphy right there into the top spot as he goes for the slide job around the 28 ride. Door to door down into quarter number 1. Is the yellow flag gonna come back out here once again. Late in this race, the caution flag going to come back out as it looks like Hunter New is having a great race here in the 10 ride. And unfortunately, going to get collected on this restart as things got a little bottled up. Things got a little stacked up down there on the bottom side. He looks underneath the 24 ride, but sends it up on the high side of the racetrack. The rear end kicks out. Unfortunately, gets up into the outside fence, and fortunately for Hunter New, he's going to get a big piece of that fence, and he's going to go for a wild ride here. Parks it up on the wall. I'm going to give him an 8 for style points. Grinded the rail there in corner number 1, but unfortunately that's going to end his night early here in this one. He almost stuck the landing if he would have rolled back down off the wall, but unfortunately did not play out that way for Hunter New. As we'll stack him up, rack him up, get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. The race lead going to be given to the 65 ride of James Murphy here as Murphy beat that 28 ride back to the flag stand that last time by before the caution flag. So the 65 ride out in front. Brayton Kajewski now into position number 2. Evan Dawson there in third. Tyler Autry there in position number 4. Bryson Fields, Scotty Gibson, Trenton Parks, Christian White, Benjamin Essler, Mark Mano rounding out our top 10. And then you see Flipper back there in the 226 ride. Jared Murphy, Bradley Patrick, Gary Belling, Nate Friesen, and AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, bringing up the rear of the field here of drivers still on the racetrack as the 65 ride of James Murphy looking to try to pick up another checkered flag here in the series. The 65 of James Murphy down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, trying to hold off that 28R and the 67 ride of Evan Dawson. As the laps are getting clicked down here in a quick hurry. This time down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. We're going to see 2 more laps left to go here for Murphy. Murphy across the start-finish line with the 2 sticks up here. 2 more laps left to go. Does Brayton Kajewski have anything here for the 65 ride to be able to jump up and get this lead back? As down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, we're going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for James Murphy. James Murphy out in front, down at a corner number 2, down the backstretch for the final time. Into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's the 65 ride of James Murphy who's going to jump up and pick up the checkered flag here in the League of Outlaws. 2 Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions IMCA Modified Series here at Cedar Lake Speedway. He's going to park it up here in the Cedar Lake Speedway victory lane. Unfortunate break there for Brayton Kajewski as he comes home 1 spot short of a checkered flag. Had such a good run going, made that one mistake. Unfortunately, that one mistake cost him that top spot and possibly the victory here this evening. Evan Dawson with a big run here, up 5 spots into position number 3 here, having himself a good run, parking it here on the podium as we'll get ready to pull our top 3 up into the broadcast booth here for their post-race interviews. Now we just got to find all these drivers. Okay, they are in my Discord, so that's good news. That's good news. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Why is Tyler Turi in there? All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we just sent them that way. Okay, perfect. Beauty. Appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, Mr. Glenn. I just noticed that in the other one, their league, the League of Outlaws, there's no broadcast room or anything else. But we're going to get ready to pull in our race winner, that number 65 rider, James Murphy, as he picks up the checkered flag. We're going to pull him in for his post-race interview. Hey, James, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. Did you get a copy?
Yes, sir.
James, my boy, another great run, another great race here for the 65 ride. We saw you right there battling in position number 2 for so many laps, trying to hang on, trying to keep pace with that 28 ride. And late in the race, a couple caution flags back to back, gave you some good looks at the restart zone and how the 28 ride was hitting those restarts. You time one perfectly here. He makes a little bit of a mistake, gets up into the outside fence, are able to jump down underneath of him, beat him back to the start-finish line before the next caution flag to give yourself that top spot, and you never look back as you're able to hold him off and pick up the checkered flag here tonight in this one, man. How does it feel, and how excited are you to be up here in victory lane once again?
Yeah, I really didn't think I had to call it a win. I really just got that lucky break and had to make the best of it.
Absolutely. That one mistake that the 28 ride unfortunately made opened up the door for you as you were able to jump up on top of the wheel, make the move, and grab this lead, never look back, and bring that 65 ride back down here into victory lane. For some reason, it's still for sale. I don't know why no one's bought this ride, as the 65 ride has been absolutely on fire the last little while as you've been be able to pick up a lot of checkered flags and keep bringing the 65 right up here into victory lane. It's got to be, you know, the car that everybody wants out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, we got a good streak going, and we've been doing good and keeping tires under me for the most part. So I got lucky tonight, so I'll take it.
Absolutely a great run and a great drive here for you, James. Who would you like to thank for such a great run, strong performance here at Cedar Lake Speedway?
I'd like to thank y'all for broadcasting it, and the League of Outlaws for putting on the races, and sponsors Talking Dirt.
Beautiful, James. Congratulations on a great run. Congratulations on the checkered flag here this evening. We look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack in the next one. Hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth and maybe back down here in victory lane.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, James Murphy, as Murphy picking up the checkered flag here in this one. The 65 ride parking it up there in victory lane at the beautiful Cedar Lake Speedway. A huge shout out to my boy Rich, Mr. Murta. Rich Murta coming in, showing the big love here in this one. Rich coming in, dropping the 500 star donation. Are you kidding me, Rich? Are you kidding me, brother? Mr. Murtaugh coming in with the 500 star dono. Absolutely insane. Says, hey, from Pismo Beach, California. Is that what that is, California? I don't know. CA up here is Canada, so I'm assuming that's California. I'm not sure on the states. You know, that one I'm not good at. I'm not good at that one. Congratulations for myself and the entire Herbert Racing team for winning the Herbert Racing sponsored race. Duncan Herbert, my boy, I appreciate you, getting a hold of all the right people and the right channels and everything else, being able to jump in there, get your name on this, and being able to put some money on the line here and sponsor the event. A huge shout out to you. Shoot me a message or shoot one of the guys a message. We got to get you a logo or something made up, or if you have a logo, make sure you send it to me. I asked the guys earlier if there was any other sponsors or anything that they wanted to display on the screen. If you had a logo, we could have got it on there for you. It could have been right there with the two fat guys, Sim Racing Promotions and the League of Outlaws sponsors there in the corner. You could have had your name up here on the screen all evening long. Yo, Rich Murtaugh, my boy, says, yes, California. My gosh, Rich, I wish I could be in California, okay? I can't afford to go to California. I can't even afford a California bed, let alone a trip to California. That is absolutely insane, my dude. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself down there on the beach. Hopefully you're enjoying... I guess you probably still got some sunshine down there. Maybe you might... You guys probably still got sunlight down there in California right now. It's probably starting to go to dusk. It'll be 7 o'clock, 7:20 that time. So, yeah, probably getting close to dark. As we're going to get ready here, we heard from our race winner, James Murphy. We're going to get ready for our second place finisher, Brayton Kajewski. We're going to ask him how to say his last name. I was in Vegas for the F1 race yesterday. Are you kidding me, Rich? You were in Vegas for the F1 race yesterday? Oh my gosh, that would have been insane, dude. That would have been insane. Buddy of mine, Dude Guy, he lives in Vegas, and he was saying that things have been pretty wild there. Just, so many people, so much stuff going on with the whole F1 track and all the F1 stuff going on there, man. It was probably absolutely insane. I'm assuming how busy it probably was. It was probably insanely busy down throughout Vegas and everything else. I don't know if you went to the boardwalk or any of the casinos, but I'm sure it was probably absolutely jam-packed there in Vegas. As we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher here up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Brayton, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Brayton, my boy, a great run and a great drive. As you're able to lead a lot of laps, being able to hold these drivers off for so long, but unfortunately one of those restarts, you get up a little bit too high, jump the cushion there ever so slightly in 1 and 2. You pancake the outside wall, which opened up the door there for James Murphy to pull down to the inside, go door to door with you. He beats you just barely across the line there before the next caution flag, and fortunately he restarts as our leader, and he just couldn't quite find enough out there on the racetrack late in this race to be able to go from a little bit of defense to offense there, trying to get that top spot back away from the 65 ride to pick up the checkered flag in this one, man. You got to feel a little bit upset coming home there in second after leading so many laps, but still got to feel pretty good coming home in position number 2 with so many great, talented drivers there right behind you.
Yeah, it felt amazing. I messed up there on that restart and pancaked the wall in 1 and 2, and it tore my right front off. But that was one heck of a race for James and me. I've had pretty bad luck throughout most of this week, and it was nice to actually get good and actually have a good car this week.
Absolutely, brother. Car looked very, very fast, very strong all evening long. We saw you with a big run in that first heat race after qualifying in that pole position. You jump out in front, you have a big lead, a big win to pick up the checkered flag in heat race number one, and it looked to be some more of the same here at the start of this feature event as you were able to jump out there in a quick hurry, opened up a big lead here and looking to run away with this one. Just unfortunately that one simple mistake here late in the race cost you the win here in this one, man. Looking back through it, what would you do a little bit differently to maybe, defend yourself a little bit better and not make that mistake out there to hit the wall?
I probably would have definitely let off a little bit sooner. I sent it into that corner way too deep, and I just let the nerves get the best of me on that one. But that caution on lap 14, that one really hurt. I had about a second lead, and the car was just amazing. And I was just rolling, saving tire, and that caution came out, and it just kind of messed my whole plan up.
Absolutely takes you right out of your rhythm and everything else, and tough to recover from having a big lead and all of a sudden you got all these drivers right back to your rear bumper. Gives them a breath of fresh air, gives them some new life knowing that they have another opportunity to try to beat you there on one of these restarts. We saw quite a bit of those restarts. You try to keep these drivers flat-footed, trying to keep them at bay. Unfortunately, one driver was able to squeeze by you, but you're able to park it up here on the front stretch in position number 2 here tonight. Brayton, who would you like to thank for such a great run, such a great drive here this evening?
Yeah, I really got to thank AJ and Mitch. They brought me on to the League of Outlaws, and it's been so fun working with those guys and being a part of ESD Motorsport Performance. My bad. It is amazing. I can't thank AJ and everyone enough for letting me be a part of this.
Absolutely, Brayton. Well, one more question here before we let you go for the evening. How do you say your last name?
It's pronounced Kayeski. It's a little messed up. Yeah.
Kayeski. Okay, see, I would have never have gotten that in the fucking world, okay? Because it says
Yeah, it's a little messed up.
Kajewski for my English, but Kayeski. Hopefully I can remember that for the next one. I probably won't, but Brayden, my boy, a great run, a great drive, and a great finish here for the number 28 ride here this evening. Hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth in the next one. Maybe one spot better and up here in victory lane.
Yeah, hopefully. It was fun talking to you, and hopefully I'll see you again.
Absolutely, Brayden. Congrats on the great run, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
Thank you. You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher of the 28 ride of Brayden Kieski. Hopefully I can remember that. I probably already forgot. I probably already messed it up there. Kieski. There's no way I'm going to remember that one, chat. Rich says skybox seats, 350,000 people was there for 2 weeks. Just left this morning. Oh my gosh. Me, Richard Murtaugh the third, Brianna Murtaugh, and my wife, Dawn Marie, all there. Wowzers. That's absolutely insane, Rich. That's absolutely crazy, man. That would be such a blast to go do. Not only just for the F1 experience and seeing the F1 cars and all that lifestyle and everything else, which is really, really cool. It's so much more unique than what, probably what NASCAR is or the local dirt track is, right? It's a whole different scene. Those guys are top of the line. They're super ritzy, super high-class people, right? So it's pretty interesting to go see that. And then you add in Vegas into the whole mix and the whole draw of Vegas. I mean, just being at Vegas by itself without the F1 stuff being there is going to be a very, very fun time. A very good blast and everything else. So, I mean, having both of those things in there, being there for 2 weeks, being able to experience everything that Vegas has and everything else, man, would be an absolute blast, man. I'm pretty jealous. I'm pretty jealous about that one, but huge shout out to Rich again, coming in with the 500-star dono, the like on the stream, and showing the love here in this one. My boy Mitch says, man, I was sitting pretty in that B main, and a series of unfortunate events led to my downfall. That's the way it goes, Mitch. That's the way it goes, brother. That series of unfortunate events leads to a lot of people's downfalls, unfortunately. Also, Brayton Kijewski. Last name is pronounced as it is written. Laugh out loud. Kijewski. Apparently not, Mitch. Apparently not. Either he's lying to me or he's lying to you. One or the other. Because that's what I've been saying. But it's Kieski, apparently. But I don't think that... I'm totally lost. I'm totally lost now. I'm totally lost. He said it was Kieski, so, I mean... I got to take his word for it. It's his last name, but... I don't know about that one. We're going to get ready, though. We're going to pull in our third. Man, he's lying to me. Yeah, he's lying to you or he's lying to me. One or the other. He's lying to one of us, okay? Okay, you know what? We're going to have to DQ him from the race. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to pull in our third place finisher, though. The 67 ride of Evan Dawson. As Dawson picking up 5 spots. Parking the 67 ride up here in the top 3 on the podium. We're going to pull this 67 ride in for his post-race interview. I'm going to go look at the 67 ride. There we go. All right, we're going to pull Evan up here for his post-race interview. Hey, Evan, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Evan, my boy, a great run, a great drive. You pick up 5 positions on the racetrack. You work yourself up into position number 3, and right there, battling with the 28 ride and the 65 ride for the win here in this one. Unfortunately, coming up a couple spots short of the checkered flag, but still being able to park that 67 right up here on the podium, up here on the front stretch, is going to feel pretty good with so many great, talented drivers right there behind you, knowing that James Murphy and Brayton Kieski have been so fast here all evening long.
Yeah, it was amazing to be able to get that run there. I mean, started 8th, and it was right around the top. It was very fun, though. James, as always, is super fast, and Brayden, I just really tried everything to get around everyone as quick as I could and not save anything, and it kind of screwed me for the end a little bit there, but I had fun just trying to rip around the top, and had a few mistakes, but my right front got ripped off early on. James made a few mistakes there, and I thought I was going to get around him, but never worked out too good. So ended up P3, which I'll take at the end of the day.
Absolutely. End of the day, a very good run, a very solid effort out there on the racetrack. As you park it up here on the front stretch, Evan, who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here this evening?
Yeah, I got to thank Transfer Tornado Cuts, RKR Sim Sports, Ben Easler. He finished P10 in this one or something way back there, but yeah, it's overall good. Thank you guys, and thank you AJ and everyone else that does this.
Beauty. Well, Evan, a great run, a great drive here, parking that 67 right up here on the podium. Hopefully we'll see you out here in the next one. Hopefully maybe back up here in the broadcast booth, a couple spots better and down here in Victory Lane. Reply. Okay, so Evan Dawson coming home there in position number 3. What a great run. What a great drive there out of that 67 ride as he parks it up here on the podium. A great run there by Tyler Arturi as he comes home here in position number 4. Also picking up 5 spots, but right there behind him, Bryson Fields up 9 positions. Tied for the hard charger here in this one with Trenton Parks. As Parks and Fields both picking up 9 spots on the racetrack. Bryson Fields, though, up inside the top 5 there. Scotty Gibson there in position number 6, up 7 positions on the track as well. A great run for that 42 ride. And then obviously you see Trenton Parks in the 141 ride there in position number 7, picking up 9 spots on the racetrack. A great run, a great drive there for him. Christian White there in 8th. Mark Mano with a good rebound up inside the top 10 there in position number 9. And same with Flipper. Mr. Cherry there in position number 10, having himself a great run as well. League of Outlaws coming in with that heart reaction, and the Share 2 Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions coming in with that heart reaction. Mitch Maynard with that heart reaction as well. All the hearts up here in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A great run, a great race, an amazing show here once again. All these drivers putting on a wicked, wild show here for us. A few caution flags, a few absolutely crazy wrecks out there on the racetrack, but some great racing action right from the drop of the first green flag right down to the final checkered flag here on the evening, as these drivers gave it everything they could. At the end of the day, it was James Murphy parking the 65 ride up here in victory lane. A huge congratulations to all these drivers. A huge thank you to the League of Outlaws and the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions bringing me on board once again for the broadcast here this evening. Thank y'all for tuning in, everyone coming in with the likes, the comments, the shares. I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. Any of the new followers or subscribers, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew. I appreciate you all coming in, showing the love here in this one, and we will be back live tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to get going on. I got to get a tooth yank tomorrow. I'm going to get tooth yanked tomorrow at noon, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow afternoon and see if we can get a live stream going of something, maybe some Call of Duty or something like that. Unfortunately, we don't have any iRacing tomorrow, but we'll try to get something figured out. We'll try to get something on the go for tomorrow evening. Yo, Bryson Fields coming in with that heart reaction and the share as well. I appreciate you, Bryson, coming in, showing the love here in this one. Solid top 5 there. My boy coming home in position number 5, picking up 9 spots on the racetrack. That was a great run there. That was a great run, brother. That was a great run. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank y'all for tuning in. I will see you guys all back here tomorrow. Peace out for now. Peace and love, baby. Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a race. What a show, baby. All these guys put on a great show for us right there.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps I take from my bed to the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Will today be rough or will today be great? 9, 10, 11, 12. Lately I've been going through hell. 13, 14, 15, 16. Today's the day. Are you coming? Are you I'm sick of being normal? I'm sick of being average. I'm sick of being mortal. I'm about to be a savage. I see a lot of things that I want. I will have them. I got a new mindset that I just established. I'll march through the cold with the nails on the pavement. I'll shovel that coal just to get out the basement. My story will be told, helping others make changes. I'll be so bold they will watch in amazement.
Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it. Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it.
Foot up on the pedal, pushing hard to the metal. Make a deal with the devil. Channel rage through my vessel into something that is special. Energy of a rebel, going up a level. I just wanna be greatness. I could feel changes, turn a new page and tie up my laces. I will be the bravest, break out of my cages. I will not be nameless, I will not be aimless.
Face it, am I gonna chase it? Am I gonna start over? I keep waiting. Time is limited, quickly fading. Get my mind right, it's my time to take it. Am I gonna face it? Am I gonna chase it?